Mark Hamill tweets an image of the original Star Wars character, and far-left Twitter loses its mind. Zach, you know this image comes from one of the alt-right portions of your fan base, right? Bad look, sir. Why didn't he just include a screen cap of the alt-right statements? Because they probably don't exist. Notice it's not exactly a straight line. It's not exactly a smile. It's I don't know what it is. I don't know what you call that. Just smile like a regular person. Matt says, I feel like this would have been a boring movie. Like, I've seen it. I can watch it anytime I want. I'm glad you didn't make it again. What you made was new and fresh and interesting and explored the original themes beautifully. How was it new and fresh? The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi were just rehashes of the original New Hopes and Empire. Where are you getting this from? Mr. MJ, the Prophet. Star Wars Theory says, having a nice scene of them back together doesn't mean it's just a rehash. It's not like we get the crawl, see them all in the Falcon, then end credits. It could be a fast scene, even as they go somewhere for some mission. I wish we saw this. This was a missed opportunity. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Matt is a straight, white, cisgender male atheist. He's willing to use that privilege to speak up for those who lack it. He, him. Well, thank you, Matt, for speaking up for me. That's, I really appreciate that. Chuck Wendig. Oh, Chuck Wendig. Chuck says, I adore Hamill deeply, but I wish he understood the tides and tides of BS this kind of thing unleashes. Oh, Chuck Wendig. Chuck Wendig. It started out to be a cool photograph, and you ruined it. Chuck Wendig. Winter is coming, you callous F-necks. You prolapsed a-holes. You grotesque monsters. You racists and wretched abusers, you vengeful, petty horrors. Oh, tell us what you really think. Today I got the call. I'm fired because of the negativity and vulgarity that my tweets spring. Seriously, that's what Mark, the editor, said. It was too much politics, too much vulgarity, too much negativity on my part. Basically, because I was not civil. Who didn't see that one coming? Chuck, with a changed photograph, says, some folks seem to think I'm suggesting he's not allowed to share his opinion online or something. Come on, he's allowed. I welcome his wistfulness, but this image is one that's gone around the CGGG alt-righty crowd already. It stokes that audience, and the creators pay for it. Facts not in evidence. Aaron says he probably understands it better than most of us because he's Mark Hamill, and you're Chuck Wendig. And he has no less and arguably far more right to share his opinion on what he helped create. Yes, because he's Mark Hamill. Lucy says there's nothing right-wing about wishing to see all of them back together. Lucy is a autistic, pansexual, vegan, trans, wonks, vampire, elf, she, her. Well, that's certainly good to know. Tomiwa says, I'm left-leaning, but sure, let's assume that everyone who disliked the sequel films are alt-right. Drew Manning says, proud American of African descent here. You should be ashamed for hatefully slandering a person for creating an image that many different people enjoy. Twitch, boy, shut the hell up. What the hell is wrong with wanting the original casts together? Did you know Nazis used to drink water? Have you had any water lately? Bad luck, Zach. Thor says, here's one of those alt-right types below, an African-American woman, and I'm a Hispanic man. Actual Star Wars fans, and not political hacks who want their politics shoved into everything, would have loved to have seen this. She's on YouTube doing something. Brock says, you losers think everything that isn't full communist is alt-right. Brock, you're absolutely right. Thor says, Mark Waid is trying to stall the case and run out the clock. Don't let that happen, folks. Back your boy Zach so he can go the distance on this case and take down King Baby Mark Seed. Richard C. Meyer needs you. It also says, nobody ever went broke ignoring the social justice warrior market. Again, you're absolutely right. Zan on the move says, I love you, Mark, but don't do this. All four of you already had some of the most amazing moments in all Star Wars, even especially in the new films. Let the new cast have their time. The new cast is awful. Yeah, they are. Writing is horrible. They could have been a lot better. Okay. Zan on the move. He, him pronouns. Again, it's good to know. Katie says, do you realize how insulting this is to the people working hard for years to make exciting new characters for us to enjoy? Why do we need new characters when the old characters are still alive? You're not ageist, are you? And how your tweets feed the hordes of fanboys? Why be sexist, Katie? Who push people like Daisy Ridley and Kelly Marie Tran off social media? Are you even aware of your poor impact? I'm generally not even writing this in a hateful way. It sounds hateful to me. I'm just hoping you realize the consequences of your platform and how your words have impacted the fan base and fueled the vitriolic side of it. Katie, this is the vitriolic side of it. This is where the hate is coming from. Max says, just because a guy voices his opinion on the movies doesn't mean he's attacking anyone. You guys can't take one thought that doesn't align with your own. I went to Katie's page, found out she doesn't like men, she's sexist, and she's racist. Great person. This is Disney Star Wars. What have they done to you, Mark Hamill? And this is Disney Star Wars. Get a good look. That's Admiral Gender Studies. I had something written up, but let me sum it up briefly in a few sentences. Mark Hamill is Star Wars. What he says should have tremendous impact. The Force Awakens grossed $1 billion domestically. The Last Jedi grossed $600 million domestically. Solo, a Star Wars story, grossed $200 million domestically. This means you're doing something wrong. Mark Hamill is right. Disney is wrong.